I mean, he is the thing that makes him so sticky is he's funnier than all of those guys. And he's a more unique thinker in the sense that like the way he can present his ideas, you haven't heard him present it like
Also, a lot of it is
he's a more unique thinker. Bro, he talks from personal experience, bro. He leads by example, all right? He preaches exactly what he does. That's why he can articulate it so well. Like, why is that so hard to understand? All right? Just because a person is so self-confident and they understand their routine and they're sharing it and they're sharing their routine and their ideas with other people, immediately labeled as misogynistic. Andrew Tate is banned from all social media. Hey, yo, what's good, John Bentley? 03, bro. I see you, bro. I see you. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Like I said from the beginning, all right? We need some positive, some good energy, bro, all right? Because I'm motivated, bro. I'm motivated. I got some great videos to react to today, all right? Well, let's hope it is, because the first one's going to be Andrew Shultz reacting to Andrew Tate is banned from all social media. You already know the Flagrant podcast, bro. We love Andrew Shultz here, bro. All right?
And from everything or whatever.
He's banned, okay? Meta announced he's off Instagram and Facebook. Both of his accounts have been suspended.
And now TikTok.
Thoughts?
Yo, but does it stop it?
See, I'm expecting this guy. I always forget his name, bro. I'm sorry, I do. I should be better about this already. I'm a professional. All right. I think Akaz. I feel like he's just gonna be like, yo, thank you. Thank God Andrew Tate is gone. All right, thank God for it. Cause I just feel like he's a little too on the blue pill side. But Andrew Schultz, he's very humble. He's very much like, yo, I want to know both perspectives. I don't like attacking. I'm not about the cancel culture shit. Because he literally just had his entire special pulled out because it was trying to be cut. It was trying to be oppressed. It was trying to be essentially censored, right? He took it out. He bought it. He bought the rights, and then he put it out himself to basically let the jokes fly, right? So let's see.
Because it's not him posting; it's people posting accounts
Apparently
on their own.
They're going to be pulling off
You know
accounts that are affiliated with him or that seem to be promoting his content only.
Oh, anything promoting his content.
If it's the way the business worked is that you would have an affiliation link.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So if you're
to his
promoting,
course.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a
so
big
there's hundreds of Tate pages.
That's why so many people are making the Tate pages because they can make money off.
Yeah,
it.
it's like a pyramid scheme.
Is that I don't know if it's a pyramid scheme. No, I'm curious.
MLM is the business term I always hear, but I thought that's essentially a pyramid scheme where you buy my course and then anybody you refer to, you get 50% of the money, which is actually a lot of money. That's pretty generous. But then he gets 50% of everybody. You know what I mean? So he gets his share and he gets rich. But that's
my bad. My dog was wilding out right now, bro.
Multi-level marketing, yeah. Mary Kay, Herbalife.
But I thought pyramid, and again, I don't know, but I thought pyramid scheme is where like eventually someone gets fucked.
Okay.
In this, I don't think anybody gets fucked.
That's exactly why people keep bringing up the term multi-level marketing scheme, okay? But at the end of the day, you can't prove a Ponzi scheme until it's collapsed, until it's fallen, until people lose their money. But nobody's really investing their money into an idea or into a product that's going to essentially make them more money just by being there. You get what I'm saying? Just by putting their money in. That's not the idea behind this digital product. The idea behind this digital product is you have to devote time into learning and applying what you've learned into real life, providing actual value towards somebody else, and then making money in return. So one way to do that is through an affiliate link. All right? They capped out the affiliate links. You can't even join even if you wanted to right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Well, it depends if it all falls out. Like the people at the bottom, once it gets big enough and they can't refer more people, if you have to buy into it, you're investing money and you're losing money to buy like the product up front.
But you still get the course.
Yeah, and so you're out, what, $200 as opposed to Bernie Madoff?
Where you're out. The pyramid schemes will be like more and more money. It'd be like, obviously Bernie Madoff's like your life savings, your pension or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly. And Andrew Tate ain't taking nobody's life savings, bro. $50 a month, you're not taking nobody's life savings with that, bro, all right? If people want to keep in just to be a part of the culture, be a part of the wave, guess what? You're being dumb. You're literally wasting your money. You should get out of the course, okay? If you haven't made any money off it in the first 2 months, you basically spend $100. That's it. Just get out, bro. Get out. At least take what you've learned. And if you feel like you haven't hustled hard enough, then hustle harder, bro.
Scheme.
How's that
That's a Ponzi scheme.
Okay.
That's a
You're
little
thinking
bit.
of Ponzi scheme.
Right.
Yeah, maybe that. But even with this one, it's like, if you're paying to sell these things, that seems like a scheme. But you're paying for access to these courses.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's something immoral about this.
That's why it's multi-level marketing, I think.
Yeah, and I don't think that that's that bad. If you had to buy in so that you could sell, that's fucked up, because eventually, like you're saying, you run out of people to sell, and now you're paying for this thing that you can't do.
Yeah.
But if there's value in this thing, and that's up to the person that's purchasing it, I don't think he's like hurting people. Well, yeah, I don't think he's hurting people by doing this.
It depends on what the content is. If the content is hurt,
What do you mean if it depends on what the content? Bro, if you don't know what the content is, just sign up for the course and talk about it, bro. It's not that hard.
well, then it's hurting.
Exactly. Yeah, but the structure of the business itself, I don't think is like taking advantage.
I was just going off of the way, hey, you refer two people, then they refer two people, and that's a pyramid. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that's why
yeah,
scheme or not, I don't know. It's a scheme in that it's a plan. A scheme isn't a scam.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, here's the way we're doing this.
The scam is when you get promised something, right? You get a promised guarantee that you're going to get a return, and you don't get it in return, bro. What do you mean? That's the messed up part in a scheme, right? That's how you get scammed. That's not happening here, bro.
This is our plan of action.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, what a fascinating.
I mean, it's so fucking smart to take that to TikTok. This is an idea that's existed, multi-level marketing or whatever it's called. But like, to do that on TikTok, honestly, you can hate his content all you want to. That idea is going to be replicated. It's already starting to be replicated by so many people.
Yeah.
Shout out Sneeko, bro. Already replicating that with the creativity course, bro. If you're not in it, I'd recommend you be in it, bro. There's some great conversations in there. Great place for new creators to market, to network with other creators. I don't know if it's open anymore, so I don't even know if that's available. He did cap it at like 1,000 people or some shit like that. So
I was looking at that like, why didn't I just make a bunch of fake accounts posting my content? The fuck, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah,
it's right there. Smart move.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
smart.
now they just crushed his business like that.
Well, that's because the shit he's promoting people don't like. But if you're promoting stand-up,
well, you see, he's like the shit he's promoting people don't like, but it's like people, they get the opportunity to create and edit and use their editing experience to create whatever video they like to capture attention, bro, all right? Andrew Tate is not behind that. He just makes content and people choose how to be creative enough to repurpose it to get attention. That's it. And what people pay attention to is mostly controversial, bro.
Some people do like it.
some people love it, but a lot of people don't like it.
Yeah.
I guess that the corporation is concerned about. But if
Yes.
you're promoting like a motivational speech or some shit like that, like if a Tony Robbins
Tony
were to do
Robbins,
this, like,
exactly. That'd
But
be
the
sick.
platform
the
wouldn't
question
take
is,
issue.
would it work for a Tony Robbins, or does it need to be this salacious?
It helps to
Definitely
be
helps
salacious.
it being salacious.
It helps to be.
So if Tony Robbins does it, then it's okay. But if Tony Robbins doesn't do it, then it's not? I'm confused, bro.
But I think Tony Robbins also, those guys speak to something internal. Like you're feeling insecurity for the first time in your life. Some people feel that more often. And when they hear motivational shit, that grabs them. So if they do that and it helps, then
And what's wrong with that, bro? Where's the scam part, bro? Motivating other people is great. Sitting here, being open, sharing the situations that you've been in with other people, resonating with them, relating to them, sharing your story. Maybe they can learn from that and apply it to their life. What's wrong with that? That's exactly what you guys do on the podcast too.
start promoting more Tony Robbins content, it'll grab not as much, but it'll still grab and grow.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of salvation. Like if you can be someone's guru, and I think for Andrew Tate, a lot of people, he was their guru.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious what happens with him.
but yeah, I that's my
He's on Rumble, baby. He's on Rumble now.
thing. Does like I don't love his content, but I also don't know if he should be kicked off platforms unless he's using the.
Finally they got to the juice, bro. They finally got to the juice because this is the real conversation right here. Is I want to see their opinion on whether Andrew Tate should have been kicked off. I believe most of them are going to disagree. I hope they do.
Platform to do crime. So like if he's using social media to try to like recruit women for a webcam thing that seems like quasi illegal, then I can understand why the corporation would be concerned.
Yeah.
But just for like internet misogyny,
Which he's not doing. He's not over here trying to recruit women. His message isn't even towards women. Not towards joining women for a webcam. Like that's not his message at all. So
obviously misogyny is not good. If he's being serious, like if it's a joke, then it's a different thing. It's like artistic. But if he's being serious and like is being genuinely misogynistic,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's grounds. I guess the company could do whatever they want because they're private, but like for me personally, I'm like, should that be grounds?
I think the tricky thing is when he starts like, or someone.
I think the tricky question that nobody's asking here, that's the true bread and butter of this conversation, is what is misogyny? What are the extents and the limits towards misogyny? All right. And then has Andrew Tate crossed that line towards, is he even an actual misogynist? All right. Because they keep throwing around the word misogyny and they're not really giving evidence. Like they at this point, people have just characterized Andrew Tate as a misogynist because people just call his content misogynistic. That's it.
His position starts affecting culture.
Right. Yeah.
And I think that's probably what they're concerned about. I saw a conversation, I think it was, I got to credit Gideon. Gideon.
Oh, yo,
that
Gideon, premium.
Gideon. He had an interesting point about, he goes, when kids go back to school, you're going to see the repercussions.
That's the video that made, because I've always just, it's funny and I didn't think people took it seriously, but then I don't know if this is real or not, but some teachers saying like, I teach 6-year-olds and you can hear the boys saying like to girls, like, you're fat, you need to lose weight, you don't have any worth if you're not skinny. And it's like, oh,
who knows if this is going to happen?
Bro, listen, kids are kids, bro. They're always going to repeat that shit. And it's like, listen, at least let them make mistakes when they're young, bro. Let them sit here and say those things openly towards children. Don't like be okay with it. Don't be like cool with it, but understand that it's like, all right, cool. Now that we understand that you're completely out of line, we have to teach you respect and manners and how to talk to people. That's where a teacher comes in and that's where a parent comes in, right? Kids need to be able to make mistakes and they need to be able to learn from the mistakes.
I don't know if it's true or not.
Let me just say the point.
Nobody's promoting misogynistic behavior for children, bro. Nobody's promoting that.
Yeah, I'm saying he was basically saying like it's summer right now, so the kids aren't at school. Once they go back to school, they're going to be interacting with girls, and they're going to start saying the things that they've heard, and the red pill shit that has gone across the internet, etc. So now,
so I guess that's a good question, yo. Is red pill truly ruining relationships or communication with men and women or boys and girls, I guess, pretty much, right? That's the conversation.
Whether or not that's true, that some teacher had that TikTok and it's like, oh, fuck, if that is true and that does happen, that's sad. You don't want to see that shit happening with kids, man. Yeah. I mean, he is, the thing that makes him so sticky is he's funnier than all of those guys. And he's a more unique thinker in the sense that like the way he can present his ideas, you haven't heard him present it like
also a lot of it is
he's a more unique thinker. Bro, he talks from personal experience, bro. He leads by example, all right? He preaches exactly what he does. That's why he can articulate it so well. Like, why is that so hard to understand? All right? Just because a person is so self-confident and they understand their routine and they're sharing it and they're sharing their routine and their ideas with other people, immediately labeled as misogynistic, immediately labeled as, oh, this is going to harm somebody else, okay? It's like, if kids are going to sit here and repeat the things, let them repeat the things. Let them openly make these mistakes and let them learn from these mistakes, bro. There's nothing wrong with that.
Not dumb.
Like a lot of what he says, like, will have semblances of truth, but it's also tied in with like crazy vitriol and like lies or things like that I think would make people frustrated.
Yeah, I mean,
like what, bro? Like which part?
Yeah,
or it's like inflammatory. It's intentionally inflammatory.
It's intentionally inflammatory, but yeah, there you can say something that's true that's like not. I don't want to call it disgusting, but like it's unfortunate. There's a lot of truths that are unfortunate.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a break from this exclusive
There's a lot of truth that are there are a lot of truths that are unfortunate, bro. Yeah. That's obvious, bro, but like y'all not making any points. You're not making any real sense. You know, you guys are kind of going in circles like, oh yeah, it's inflammatory, so maybe it should be off. I don't really get the debate. I don't really even know what side y'all on. Like, I'm going to totally skip through this ad because I don't care for this ad. Shit.
Said this fucking growth. But the acceptance gets morphed into what's more than acceptance? It's almost like a manipulation tactic.
Yeah.
So
it's an intolerance of anybody pointing out logical things.
Yeah. So it's almost like, and you see these figures pop up when this happens, and I wonder if like you could even chart it. It's like Trump can only exist if politicians become so fraudulent, right?
Yeah.
That he comes out and he's like a beacon of light.
Yeah.
Like he's just talking normal when all these people are doing their like little talking.
But most politicians are fraudulent, bro. I'm not even here to really defend Trump, bro, but like most politicians are fraudulent, and They've made themselves look bad. Trump is just out here like, yo, I'm going to do the exact opposite of what they're doing, and I'm going to be open and honest, and that's the way I'm going to carry my brand, zero fucks given. And that's refreshing towards a lot of people. I know that's what you're trying to say.
Yep.
And when they start to go in the talk, like listening to Ted Cruz and Donald Trump talk on the same stage is like one of the most like mind-boggling experiences I've ever seen, because it's like you're watching a cartoon and then a person.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you're like, it's just like, wait, what has happened? Like, does he really think that that's how you communicate to people?
Yeah.
I'm talking about like the Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
I think that a hardworking American, da 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 da. And this guy's like, what are you talking about? His wife's fat.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
it's like, who framed Roger Rabbit? It's like, how do humans in cartoons exist in this?
It's a lot more refreshing, bro. And that's why you got to be straight up and honest, bro. Like when you're trying to be too politically correct, you're trying to sit here and like basically you're trying to respect everybody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? You look weak, right? You look weak. And that's what Ted Cruz looks like. He's like, yo, I'm trying to please everybody, but except that's the people I don't fuck with, the liberals or the Democrats or whatever. So I'm going to stay on my lane. But when I'm debating against another Republican, I'm going to try to stay in the lanes of the political ways in which I'm allowed to speak, right? Trump doesn't give a fuck. He's going to sit here and say what he wants to say the way he's going to say it, and people are just going to some people might just agree with him just to agree with him because it might be refreshing. But you need to understand the difference, really. Red Hood, people want to hear lies instead of the truth for some reason. Exactly, bro. People do want to hear lies, but there's also the people that want to hear the lies, right? They want to understand the truth. Like they're going through something, so they might just be lying in a way to what's that word, bro? To like avoid. They're trying to avoid the truth, bro. They want the lies to avoid the truth. All right.
World.
And Trump is not being fully authentic and saying fully honest things, but he speaks to that lizard brain part of us, that primal part of us, in a way that
talking
reads
just as much shit.
Yeah, it reads way more authentic than this guy. You look at that guy and you're like, that guy's a product, and this guy is speaking to me on an emotional level that seems way more authentic than this.
Yeah, it's like when you see like a shitty.
All right, that's true. The authenticity is what's important. All right, that's I guess the real point of this is that Andrew Tate is really authentic with the way in which he speaks, with the way in which he lives his life, the way in which he presents himself. And that's what I think a lot of guys can hold that to value, and those are the things they can work on, right? You can work on your life story, your personal experiences, what you do every day, how you communicate, how you treat others, right? And being genuine and honest about these things, all right? It's okay to essentially be embarrassed. It's okay to say the wrong thing. You shouldn't be shamed for it, all right? You should be taught differently. You should be able to understand what the other person is going through. You should be able to be empathetic, all right? And in order to be empathetic, what do you need? You need to be able to be humble, all right? You need to experience humility. You only experience humility through failure.
Comic go up or like a good comic go up and then a shitty one follows it, and all of a sudden like everything you see from that comic just seems like so fabricated and like structured, and you're just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Now if you didn't see that good comic go before, you'd be like, oh, this is fun.
Yo, somebody's asking me nice analysis, but can you also react to the emergency meeting they had in Rumble? Red Hook, Cope, he already did the emergency meeting vid. I already did that, bro. I already did that. Thank you, Red Hood. WU, bro. Letting them know. I already did the Andrew Tate coming back to the Rumble.
That was good. A little misdirection thing, or that was cute. But once you saw the real, it's hard. Now, obviously with Trump, he's spouting bullshit too.
Yeah.
But something happens about that. It's like you can't extend the things that we all know not to be true too far.
Yeah.
Because it opens up the door for these types of people, the Trumps, the Tates.
So I guess what Andrew Shultz is saying right there is that being authentic opens up the door for people like Trump, like Andrew Tate, and what I don't know so much about what Trump's done that's so bad, all right? Because I once Trump got into office, bro, there was so much shit put against him that I didn't even want to believe it. I didn't even want to believe half the shit that was being said. I just felt like this liberal like this liberal propaganda was trying to brainwash me. Just everything that every time Trump would just basically breathe, they would be like, "Oh my God, he's breathing incorrectly. He should breathe this way." And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, dude is just trying to be the president at this point, bro. Yeah, I don't have to keep violating him for every little thing he does. I get it. He's a savage, bro. I get it. Some of the things he says are cringe, can be a little cringy, bro. He doesn't really know how to communicate, or he communicates at like a 3rd grade, 4th grade elementary level, bro. But that's why people can really relate to him. All right. Let me see. It's 6 a.m. I am thinking slowly. Oh my, but yo, listen, I'm a little off today too. All right, I'm trying to get back in this. Walnace Blanc, can you react to Do We Know Them podcast about Andrew Tate? All right. Should I stop this one then? Let me get a little more.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and I think the same group of people that are creating Tate, that are hey, you have to accept everyone, everything is okay. If you have any problem with any of this, you're a monster.
Yeah.
That created Tate. I think that also created Trump, not just fake politicians, but everybody's like, no, you have to tolerate everything. White men are born evil. There's nothing you do to help it. We got books saying white people are inherently evil.
Yeah.
That seems crazy.
See, like, that seems crazy, but I don't think that should be, like, silenced. I don't think that should be banned. I think we should allow these things to be learned, to be taught. Why? So we can sit here and we can choose, hey, this is why I disagree with it. This is why I agree with it, all right? Even though that may be extreme, even though people might sit here and take it into the wrong hands, but that's why I can sit here and create this kind of content, so I can sit here and differentiate between the both publicly. You know what I'm saying? As I'm learning in real time, bro.
So when one guy comes along and is like, yo, you're not inherently evil.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, and they're fuck all this tolerance. They're like, yo, that guy, that's my guy. I've been waiting for some, and even, I said this in a bit of mine, but like it festers and it gets dark and it gets angry because you don't get to let it out ever and express it. And then he's saying in the angriest way, speaks to how dark it's gotten.
Yeah. So then what should we do? What is like
Well, that's my thing.
It
Like,
kind of tolerates some intolerance, I
blanket
think.
The truth is you can't do anything, bro. You can't do anything. Social media has all the control. The people who control the platforms, they have the control on what the community guidelines are, whether they should ban you or they should not ban you. That's on them. All right. If you want to sit here and you disagree with their message, the best thing you can do is just stop talking about it, bro. All right. Just stop talking about it. That's all you can do. Just silence yourself. All right. Don't try to silence other people. Silence yourself. That's one thing you actually have control over.
with that kind of a thing, like I feel like we'll just draw more attention in the short term. And maybe in the long term, it washes it out completely. But I'm like, if you're a social media company and you don't want to have certain people posting on your platform, I don't know why. And again, I don't know.
All right. I'm gonna finish this video up, bro. We got another one we're gonna go to. Andrew Tate is the worst. Our most embarrassing stories. Do we know them? All right, hold up.